Yo, it's your boy Locos, and I think Avatar The Last Airbender is one of the greatest shows of all time. And I don't care if you think it's made for kids, or it's not actually an anime and it's a cartoon. Characters, the storytelling, and the respect to have a progressing story and close on a good season and a good final episode battle is something that many series can't do, whether it's House of Cards or Game of Thrones. And I think Avatar Last Airbender has that and many other things above all these other shows. I don't care if it's 20 years old. I don't care if I first watched it when I was just in elementary school, middle school. Either way, it's still amazing. I rewatched it and Legend of Korra twice within the past like 2 or 3 years, and it still holds up. That's how I feel about it. I don't trust Netflix. Outside of One Piece, they really don't have respect for adaptations, but it is what it is. I'm gonna give it a shot because I love Avatar. I'm glad the studio that made Avatar is actually coming up with their own content, but it could be 2, 3 years away. So let's see what it's gonna be. Let's get into it.
The Fire Nation is embarked on a dark path, and the world might never recover. The world needs the Avatar. It needs you, Aang.
The Fire Nation has destroyed everything in their path. If the world is gonna have any chance, it's gonna need Aang.
Right. There goes the savior of the world.
I've chased down every hint of the Avatar. It's my destiny.
I'm not someone who can stop the Fire Nation. I don't want the responsibility.
You don't have to do this alone. You have me, Tara, and a flying ball of fur. What more do you need?
Okay, everything looks really good. Like Appa, Momo, even the characters themselves, everything looks really good. A lot better than the live action M. Night Shyamalan catastrophe, bastardization, disrespect. I don't know what you want to call it. I hate that movie so much. It's one of the few movies I could just dissect and just laugh because it's that terrible. Hate it so much. This, on the other hand, I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of hope. If it's not cheesy, if they don't change the characters, this can be really good.
The world needs you. Remember what it is we're really fighting for. The ones we love.
I'm the Avatar, and I'm gonna save the world. With my
That's another thing. The bending looks good. It's not slow. It's not like a 5 second cast like I'm playing World of Warcraft. I'm not a mage. I am an airbender. I'm a firebender. The whole point of Avatar was the quick combat and how fluid it was. M. Night Shyamalan decided to somehow think it was a better idea to make it slow and boring and awful. I don't know, trying to make it something much more than it need to be. This isn't doing that. I'm glad they understand at least the basics, like combat has to look good. That's one of the best things about Avatar. Of course, it's the stories, the characters, but the final goal is to defeat the Fire Lord. And if you can't defeat the Fire Lord and make that look convincing and intriguing, I'm not gonna care about the journey. And the journey is one of the best things about Avatar. Just like One Piece.
friends.
Okay, yeah. Listen. Okay. So one thing I do be worried about when it comes to these adaptations, maybe it's just me. Certain dialogue within cartoons or anime doesn't sound that cheesy, even in English, because I hate dub. Avatar: The Last Airbender, you understand it's a kid's show, but even then, the dialogue still isn't like cheesy or corny, even in watching it now, like 15 years later. I worry that Aang and his voice is gonna annoy me, and I'm not gonna like it, and the dialogue they have is gonna be very corny. But outside of that, everything looks good. If more trailers come out and they have a good, I don't know, they're not giving away too much, but they let you know that it's gonna be something unique in their own adaptation. Not gonna change the story, but the visual storytelling is gonna pull you in to an already good story and good characters that you wanna be engrossed in. That's what I'm hoping for. Outside of Aang's voice, everything looks good to me. Everything sounds good to me. Appa looks like not creepy because I don't know what M. Night Shyamalan, I don't know why he approved that edit or that version of Appa. Everything about that movie was just bad, man. It was just bad. Maybe I'm comparing this to that, and that's why I think so highly of this, but I don't know, just it looks good. It doesn't mean I'm bought into it, but Netflix is on like what, $15 now? I can watch that and maybe something else. And if it's awful, I'll just put my money out. That's all it is. Can't get really emotionally invested in this stuff. I'm not investing into these companies, these movies, these series. I'm not getting a return. So if it's entertaining, I'll like it. If it's not, I'll stop. That's how I am now with Star Wars, Marvel. That's how they got us to this point. At one point, I thought it was going to be the best era to be a nerd, but when you have bullshit in, people that don't care about the writing, the characters, the source material, you get nonsense. So let's see how this goes. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Logos, and I'll see you next time. Peace.